Well, he has done it. Novak Djokovic wins his 20th Grand Slam. We thought he would before the tournament, but he had to contend with a lot of young guys trying to show what they could do on grass and his own nerves, and he conquered it all. Amazing scenes. 20-20-20 is the Grand Slam race right now. I never thought I'd see the day where really any of them got to 20, but this is just so amazing from Novak Djokovic to get there, and I can't wait for the rest of the season, and especially the U.S. Open where there's going to be so much on the line. So let's get into this Wimbledon final, what happened here, Djokovic-Berrettini, and what this final means for men's tennis. This is The Slice presented by Rally Tennis in our last video of our coverage of Wimbledon 2021. It's been an honor. Thanks for being here, guys. Let's get into it. Well, folks, thanks for being here. As always, click the like button if you love tennis and subscribe if you want to support our journalism and The Slice's growth to bring you more tennis media that you love. Stay till the end of this video for a big announcement about that. And there's going to be lots of opportunities for you guys to join in on the action if you want. Many of you Djokovic fans said before the tournament that Djokovic is going to win this. Don't even bother showing up for the other players. He's going to win this with his B level. And you were right. I don't know if that says more about Djokovic or the current state of the men's field, but I was just hoping for a big fight today from Berrettini, and we got that. I thought he would win in 4. This was my prediction. Prediction for the match, obviously, is Djokovic in 4, and we got that. Berrettini somehow pulled out the first set, and it was a tight 3 other sets, but let's get into the stats here. But before that, Rally Tennis is your new app where you're going to find new practice partners, leagues to play in, playoffs to compete in, and a lot of other perks with a lot of other apps and technology from the Rally app. It's the newest, best tennis app out there available to you, so you're going to download it, and you're going to thank them for supporting the site, and they're being massive sponsors through this summer swing of slams, so that's just been awesome. Well, folks, what else do you have to say about Novak Djokovic? He is clear and away the best player on planet Earth right now, and it doesn't even seem like it's really close. So let's just get into how this match went. First set, Djokovic gets off in front of a very nervous Matteo Berrettini. They're both playing pretty nervous, but Djokovic's nerves and Berrettini's nerves are just at a different level. So Djokovic got out, got a break, and was up, and then was serving for the set, and somehow Berrettini broke him with some amazing tennis. Djokovic got a little tight, goes to a tiebreaker, and Berrettini wins in the tiebreaker. The no unforced errors Djokovic of tiebreakers has seemed to stay back in 2019. Somehow Berrettini pulls out this first set. And I'm thinking, that was basically a carbon copy of what happened against Tsitsipas in the final of the French Open. As I was having my shower after that first set, I was still thinking, there's no way Berrettini's winning this. This is exactly like the French Open. Djokovic has definitely got this. And that's what happened. In the second set, as Djokovic, as champions do, broke right away and got out to the lead and never looked back in that set. He was up 2 sets, 2 breaks, and then Berrettini got one of them back, which gave him some momentum for the third. Matteo stayed steady there. It looked like he was starting to hold his service games a lot easier. Then Djokovic just got a couple looks in one game and breaks. And then Matteo had chances to break back, couldn't do it. Super close, big hitting from Matteo, amazing returning from Djokovic. Just a good battle out there. And then the fourth set, basically the same thing. It was tight at the beginning, and then Djokovic got looks in one Berrettini game and broke. Berrettini did really well to keep his composure throughout this match. Played pretty well. I don't think he played necessarily his best. I don't think Djokovic played his best either. But it was a pretty good match. And it's what we didn't want to see was a blow in a Grand Slam final. You never want to see that. So this is a pretty good match to see. And it shows that obviously Berrettini is going to be a force on the grass for years to come, as he did have some looks today to go up 2 sets to love. Not 2 sets to love, but he had a look to go up 2 sets to 1. It was very close. He proved that before the tournament, I had him as the second favorite to win this behind Djokovic, obviously, and that's how it went down. So massive congrats to Djokovic. Wins number 20. Is the third leg of the Grand Slam. Djokovic is just on his own cloud right now. Stats. What really stood out in this match? Djokovic got the better of Matteo Berrettini in every category, basically, except for winners, which is pretty obvious, and aces, because Matteo's huge. The Italian stallion drops the hammer. But the real differentiator was Djokovic's returning, especially on second serve. Matteo only won 38% of his second serve points. So that's just so hard to play against. If you miss your first serve, if Matteo got his first serve in, he was going to win 8 out of 10 of those points. But if he misses that first serve, there's so much pressure then to play well and hit a good second serve because Djokovic is just putting in such a good position, and Matteo wasn't able to win a lot of those points. So huge returning from Djokovic, which is obvious because we all know about Djokovic's returning abilities, and he really brought that out today. I wouldn't say he brought his A game today, but at different points in the match, especially at the end of the fourth set, he did up his game to break Matteo and to get over the line. So that was big time from Djokovic. A lot of times, like I said in the last match, the best guys stay level, and the top and the guys who might be playing better or worse at other times will drop their level. In this example, Djokovic upped his level there to get the break and hold on his, I think, a third or fourth break point to break to win the tournament. So that was just amazing scenes. Coming to this tournament, we thought Djokovic was the obvious favorite. There was no one really there who I thought could beat him. I don't think Federer could have. I don't think any of the young guys could have. He's just too good on grass right now, and the rest of the field isn't good enough on grass to really challenge him at this point. His own nerves, his own mentality were the biggest thing standing in his way. And obviously, he's got such a good grasp of those things. Even when we see a freak out, it's not really him. That's just him blowing off steam. He played very well within himself. He really only hit his B+ level throughout this whole tournament, and that was good enough to get it done. So amazing. Congrats to the Nole fam. Congrats to Djokovic. This is now leading into one of the craziest tournaments of all time. 2020 going into the US Open. Djokovic is the favorite, obviously, but out of all the Grand Slams, this is where the next gen have the most opportunity to win because it's later in the year. That favors the younger bodies. But also, they've had more success at the U.S. Open in recent years than they've had at any other slam. Obviously, team winning it last year, Zverev being in the final last year, Medvedev being in the final the year before. So now this is good. I think it makes sense. Obviously, the French Open was probably Djokovic's toughest task to win. He beat Nadal, even though that was bound to happen at some point. I think the U.S. Open is probably his toughest task, and there's going to be ultimate nerves there because he's going to be breaking the record for slams and doing the Grand Slam if, that's his next Grand Slam. So that's going to be a huge tournament. I can't wait for that at all. The Olympics is coming up at the end of July. That's going to be amazing. And there's just so much good tennis to happen before then. I hope to be able to get to one of the Masters, one of the Grand Slams, possibly, or the U.S. Open, possibly getting there in the final in the fall. We'll have to wait and see. We don't know about that. But what I do know is Djokovic absolutely deserved to win this Wimbledon. Huge congrats to him and his fan base. And it was really nice, the words he had for Matteo. And it was just really nice for him to talk about how Djokovic or Federer and Nadal had pushed him so hard to get to hit the level of tennis that he got to. And now for all three of them to be at 20 slams, again, I never thought I'd see the day. I didn't think Federer was going to win more than 17 slams when he won Wimbledon 2012. I thought Nadal was going to retire much before he was able to win these last few this year. And I assumed and I thought that the next gen would get good enough to be too much for Djokovic at this stage in his career. But all of these things were not true because the big three are so good that they blow away our thoughts and our predictions constantly as tennis journalists. So I've just learned to sit back and admire them so big. And this is just another day where we get to admire the absolute greatness of Djokovic and the rest of the big three, because 20 slams it blows 60 slams between the three of them. Blows our minds. That is absolutely crazy. So today was another historic day in men's tennis. And at The Slice, I've been lucky enough for the last few years to cover tennis to the best of my ability. Some of you like it. Some of you get triggered by it. But it's a lot of fun. The Slice is built on the passion of tennis fans. It's by the fans, for the fans. And now I have some news for you guys. We are hiring. The Slice is looking for talented tennis content makers to join our team. It's kind of vague right now what we have in store, and we're kind of thinking of that. But we basically, if you're passionate about creating video, audio, any type of creative content around tennis, we want to hear your ideas. So send them to the email, steven@theslicetennis.com, and we're going to take a look at them. It could be anything. If you want to be our clothing designer, a graphic designer, you want to make really cool t-shirts and partner with us in that, we'd love to see it. If you want to start a Djokovic fan page or a Djokovic fan show, a weekly show that talks about everything Djokovic and his amazing accomplishments, and you've got the passion and the skills to do that, send us a clip. If you want to start a Rafa show, if you want to start a WTA news show, send us those ideas, and we will chat on the email and see if you got what it takes to join and contribute and add to this channel. Because really, this channel is about tennis fans, all of us. It's not just about me. And I want to grow this thing and obviously make it my full-time job and make it as big as it can possibly be. And I want your help doing that. So send us a little link, send us a little pilot episode of what you think it could be. I'm excited to see the entries, and there'll be more information coming out about exactly what we're looking for. So stay tuned to that. But right now, get your thinking caps on, get your tennis minds on. And I know in our community here at The Slice, there is a lot of potential amazing content in there that you guys can make in partnership with us here at The Slice. So yeah, that is the Wimbledon coverage of 2021 presented by Rally Tennis. Massive shout out to them for being our sponsor. It's been so much fun to cover the tournament with you guys. We love tennis. We get up early. We stay late. We do all the things because we love this sport. And you love the sport, so thank you for being here. If you appreciate our content, really consider liking the video, subscribing if you're new here, and just getting around the rest of our content. We have theslicetennis.com, our website. Would love for you to go there. We have our Instagram page, our Twitter. If you can just click the links below, that supports the show in so many ways, and consider supporting us in any way that you can. We appreciate it a lot. We will see you very soon, I guess, at the Olympics or at one of the tournaments in this American hardcourt summer. Can't wait to be around you guys again. Thanks.